Hello and welcome. I am Raghav and today we are going to start our programming with JavaScript, and in this session I am going to open a Visual Studio Code editor. Now you are free to work with any editor or IDE of your choice. However, in this series I am going to use Visual Studio Code, and you can follow this on a Mac or a Windows operating system. And if you go to my website Automation Step by Step and go to online courses and go to the JavaScript course here in the earlier session I have already shown you the different editors and IDE, and there is also a video for how to set up Visual Studio Code on Windows as well as on Mac. So just in case you have not set up Visual Studio Code, you can set up this editor on Windows or Mac, any of your operating system, and you can follow this on Windows as well as on Mac. So I'm going to add some extensions on Visual Studio Code for JavaScript, and we will then create or run a very simple hello world program. So let me go here to my Mac and I will open Visual Studio Code, and here you can see Visual Studio Code application and you will find a welcome screen. If I go to my Windows and open Visual Studio Code, you can see the same screen here as well. Now when you open Visual Studio Code, you will see a welcome screen. Just in case you do not see this, you can go to View and you will find Command Palette, and the shortcut is Control Shift P on Windows and Command Shift P on Mac. So you can just go here and click on Command Palette and start typing welcome, and you will find this option and you can click here and you will get this welcome screen. Now if you go under customize, here is some options to install support for JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, etc. So what will this do is, if you go to the extensions section here, you can see there are some extensions that you can use or add in Visual Studio Code. There are some recommended extensions, popular extensions, and if you go to these three dots here and click on show installed extensions, it will show you the extensions which are installed on your Visual Studio Code. So as of now I do not have any extensions installed. Now if I click on install support for JavaScript and I will say okay, reload the window, it will actually install some extension. So if you see here, it has installed this ESLint, which is an extension that helps us working and programming with JavaScript. Now you can also manually have this or add this. You can just go to your extensions here and search for ESLint and press enter, and you will get this option here. You can click ESLint and here you will have the button to install it. So you can also manually get it. Now I will go back to Explorer and you can see I do not have any folder open. I can open a folder, so I can click on open folder and I can select any folder. Now in my case I am going to start from scratch, so I will first create a new folder on my desktop. So I will just create a new folder here. This is a new folder and I will name this as JavaScript, and that's it. Now I can click on this open folder and browse my folder, or I can directly drag and drop it inside Visual Studio Code and this will open the folder here, and you can see the folder is open here. And now I can create a new file inside this folder. So I will click here, new file, and I will name this as hello.js. So JS is the extension for every JavaScript file, and I will press enter and now I have got this. So now I can start programming. To print something on the console, I will say console.log. Now you can see I am also getting this auto completion because I have added the extension. And in case you want to change the font, you can go to your code on Mac and then go to preferences and go to settings. If you are on Windows, you can go to file and then go to preferences and then go to settings, or a shortcut is you will find this settings icon at the bottom left of your screen. You can click here and then go to settings, and here you can go to text editor, font, and you can change the font size from here. So once you change it from here, you will have the font changed here. So I will say console.log, in brackets I will give quotes and say hello world, and you can give a semicolon at the end, which is optional, and save this by pressing Ctrl S or Command S, or you can go to file and save. Now to run this, I can either run it from command line if I have Node, or I can call it in a HTML file, or I can directly run using some extensions on Visual Studio Code. So if I again go to the extensions section, and here I will search for Code Runner, and here it is. If I click here, you can see this is an extension that can run code from C, C++, Java, JavaScript, PHP, Python, and so on. So I'm just going to install this, and once this is installed, I should be able to run my code. I will go back to hello.js, and now you can see I have got this play button here or run button here, which is for run code. I can also do a right click and say run code. So I'll click on this run button, and this should run my code, and you can see I'm getting the output here. So I'm getting the output here. Now I can also create a HTML file, and if you have seen the earlier video on how JavaScript works, I have shown you in a very simple demo how we can run a JavaScript from HTML. In this series, although we are going to do mostly backend programming, but let me just show you very quickly. I'll go back to my Explorer, and here I'm again going to click on new file, and I will create a file called index.html. So the extension is HTML, and I will say enter. Now here, if I press exclamation mark and press tab, you can see I am getting all the basic code of HTML auto completed. So I do not have to manually add the entire thing. Inside the body tag, I can create a P tag, which is for paragraph, and you can see it is also getting auto completed. I have a end tag as well here, and now here I can say, I can write anything. This is a demo paragraph, and I will save this. Now to run this, I can either go to the location of this file and then run on any browser. For example, here it is inside JavaScript folder. It is here, index.html. I can do a right click and run on any of the browsers, or with Visual Studio Code, I can make use of some extensions. I will again go to the extensions section here, and I will search for live server, and you can see it is here. I will click here and I can install this. So live server is an extension that we can use to run our file on a server on a browser directly from Visual Studio Code. So you do not have to go outside Visual Studio Code. Now if I go back to my index.html, and here let me see if this is already installed. So this is installing. Once this is installed, I should be able to run my HTML file directly from Visual Studio Code. So now if I do a right click, let me just check. Yeah, it is installed. Now if I go to index.html, I will do a right click, and I have got an option open with live server. So I will click this open with live server, and this should run this file on a browser. So let me just check this. I will say open with live server, and you can see it is running on a browser, and here we should get our text here. So this is a demo paragraph. Now if I have to add any JavaScript, I can create a script tag, and here and end script tag, and I can write any JavaScript code. I will say console.log, and I will say hello, and when I save this and I will go to my browser, do a right click, go to inspect and go to console. I'll just go here, and you can see it is running our JavaScript here. Now if I want to call the JavaScript from a separate file, I want to use my hello.js inside my HTML, I will remove this code from here, and in the in script tag I will say source is, in quotes I will give the file name, which is hello.js. So I will save this, and now this should run the JavaScript from our hello.js. If I go and check, you can see it has changed, and it is now running hello world, which is coming from our hello.js file. So this was in a very easy way how you can start coding with JavaScript. In the coming sessions, we are going to look at all the topics of programming in JavaScript, and this will be very basic. I will go step by step, and this is going to be very interesting. Thank you for watching, and I will meet you in the next episode of JavaScript.